Students, welcome to geometry. We're going to have a great year this year. I am as disappointed as you guys are that the summer is over. I know it's been a great summer. I'm sure you guys have had a lot of fun. I know that my family and I have had a lot of fun also. So with that in mind, it's a little disappointing but also exciting to start another school year. By the way, most of you know who I am. My name is Mr. Earhart, and I have been diagnosed with a voice problem called spasmodic dysphonia. Okay, now I can talk a little better than a whisper. However, when I do, it sounds something like this, and it's really hard to push the words out. So it's a little easier if I just whisper on these videos, and some of you are probably laughing, and that's fine, but it just is what it is. So I am going to voice therapy. I was diagnosed with this about 18 months ago. Been very discouraging, but at the same time, I'm working on this and doing voice therapy, and hopefully, little by little, we'll be able to take care of this muscle problem in my neck. Anyways, but quite often your parents tell you to turn down the volume. In this class, I'm going to tell you to crank up the volume and make sure you can hear me, okay? So welcome to geometry. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited to be here. We have a lot to do this year and a lot to do today. So I hope that you will grow some really big ears and pay attention and listen, because what I have to say today is very important. It is my honor and privilege to teach you guys, okay? And I really mean that. I am here to help you. I want to start off by explaining some things about geometry, okay? Very important that you need to know. First of all, accept it, understand it, and believe me when I say this. Geometry is unlike any other math class that you have had in the past or that you will have in high school. Period. Okay? Elementary, middle school, high school math classes, you pretty much learned how to solve certain types of problems. For example, in elementary, you learned how to do addition problems, subtraction, multiplication, division. You moved up to middle school and higher elementary, you got into fractions, decimals, percentage types of problems, word problems, mathematical expressions, order of operations. Then you got into algebra expressions, simplifying them, solving linear equations, graphing linear equations, solving quadratic equations, graphing quadratic equations, linear systems, etc., etc. And you learned how to solve certain types of problems. Do you see what I'm saying? You learned how to solve types of problems. Geometry is not like that. In geometry, you're going to do more memorizing than you've ever done in any other math class, period. Guaranteed. I mean, we're talking a lot. We're going to have definitions, postulates, and some of these words you won't know what they are, and I'll explain that later as the year goes along. Corollaries, theorems, formulas, and by the way, if I'm a little sloppy with my writing, I'm using the mouse, not the pen for the mimeopad. So, when you see me writing, it will be a little sloppier because it's hard to use a mouse. But anyways, you're going to be memorizing all of these things. Also in geometry, instead of teaching you types of problems, I teach you principles about geometry, and the principles might come in the form of definitions or postulates or corollaries or theorems or formulas. They might come in that form, okay? It'll be your job to know them. The reason it's difficult to study for tests or quizzes is you don't know what angle or what direction I'm going to test you when it comes to testing you on these different principles. And so that's what makes geometry different, okay? You're going to have to really know these things well and be able to apply them to math problems. If you've had any older siblings take geometry, you've probably heard them mention two-column proofs. Two-column proofs are really challenging. If you struggle with them, you are not abnormal. You are normal. They are very, 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 very difficult, okay? And basically what you're doing is you're getting from, I give you information here, and then from that information, using reasoning and definitions and postulates and corollaries and theorems, I want you to arrive also. You will do a lot of reasoning in geometry, a lot of common sense. Hey, let's think this through for a second and reason, okay? It's a tough class. Now, obviously, you're in track 2, and track 2 is definitely easier than track 1. And there is no reason that one student should flunk this class. No reason. If you work hard, you'll be fine. But you will have to work hard. Track 2 classes are not there so you can be lazy. They're there so you get a little more attention. We go a little slower, make the test and quiz a little easier. But we still pretty much cover the same material. You should have to work to do well. Hard work is something that's very important, okay? I can't think of anything more fulfilling than coming face to face with something difficult and conquering it. That's really, really exciting. Being a little nervous, a little scared, unsure, giving it everything you've got, and then doing well. And that's exciting. Now, when I say conquer the class, I am not talking about getting an A. There are some students, unfortunately, who are so good at cheating, they can get an A by cheating, and they're really cheating themselves. There are some students who are so gifted in math, they can get an A without even studying. They could get an A plus if they study, but they choose not to. That's not conquering a class, that's being lazy, okay? When I say conquer a class, I'm not referring any way at all about what grade you get as in terms of an A. You conquer a class by getting the highest possible grade that you are capable of getting. In other words, you should do nothing less than your best. If the best you can get is a C and you're working so hard, then be proud of that C. If the best you can get is an A, then get an A plus. I mean, push yourself. But that's what I mean when I say conquer the class. Give it your best shot, okay? Now, this email is wrong. I'm not sure why I did that. Let me fix that. Feel free to contact me, okay? My email is earhartm@bereanacademy.net. Now, I'm not a fan of phone calls because my voice, first of all, with my voice, it's really difficult to talk on the phone. But secondly, with emails, I can respond, maybe 15, 20 minutes later when I get a chance. But either way, feel free to call me, 706-965-2675, or email me as often as you need to. That's what I'm here for. So let me pause and let you guys copy this down. Copy down my phone number. Copy down my email address. This is my phone number. This is my email address. Copy those down, please, and do not hesitate to contact me when you need to. Alright, there are some items that you need to have in class with you every day. If we're doing a construction or some activity, measuring angles, drawing angles, whatever, if you don't have the necessary tools, you will get behind because you will not be able to practice the steps that I'm going to give you to do these types of things successfully. You need to have these items every day. Now, we're not going to use some of these items every day, but you're not going to know when we'll need them and when we won't, so please bring them to class every day. Now, first of all, your textbook. To me, you can write that down if you want to, but that's common sense to me, okay? Bring your textbook every day. Now, you've either received those textbooks already, or you'll be getting them a little bit later, and Miss Duke will be passing those out to you, okay? But bring your textbook every day. Bring your notebook every day. There were students last year that filled up 2, 3 spiral-bound notebooks with notes, okay? We're going to take a lot of notes in here. You need a notebook so that you can take meticulous, sharp, organized, neat notes. So bring your notebook every day for taking notes. You may use pens in my class. So this really should say pencils or pens. But please bring your own stuff, guys. The student who has their little zipper pouch full of pens and pencils, and everybody borrows them every day. Usually when someone borrows a pen or a pencil, they don't return it. And that's not right. You need to bring your own stuff, take care of your own stuff, and come prepared to class, okay? So every day have your pen or pencil. And I would personally have more than one. Calculators. Now, if you tell your parents that you need a TI graphing calculator, you are not being honest with them. You do not need a grapher for this class. You do not. Okay? If you have one, great. That's fine. But you do not need one. Okay? The type of calculator you need is a scientific calculator. And of course, a graphing calculator is fine if you have one. But you can get a nice scientific calculator at Walmart for probably $10 approximately. And what you're looking for in the calculator is sine, cosine, or tangent, square root button, exponential button, those types of things, okay? So you need to bring your calculator every day. Now, we're not going to use your protractor every day, but you need to have one, okay? I would like all of this stuff to be with you starting on Monday, okay? It gives you a couple days plus the weekend to get this stuff, okay? So have a protractor with you every day. You'll need a compass also, the little device that makes circles, okay? We're not going to use those every day, but when we do use them, you'll need to have one. So have your compass and protractors, your calculators, pens and pencils, your notebook and your textbook for class every day. Now let's get into how the videos will work, okay? Please pay attention. Please, students, pay attention. You're responsible for everything that I'm going to say right now. Take really good notes. I will tell you when you need to write something down. The first thing you need to learn is the name of the website from which you will access the videos for this class now. If you are thinking that you are going to watch the videos in class, you are right. So why do you need to learn how to access the videos on your own if you're going to watch them in class? Well, I can think of two reasons, probably more than that, right off the bat. Number one, you're going to miss some days. Even if you're the type of student who has perfect attendance, you're still going to miss some days. Volleyball, basketball, soccer, golf, baseball, cross country. How about class field trips, class activities, national fine arts, regional fine arts competition, state fine arts, honor society trip. There are reasons students miss class, and it's not just because of sickness, okay? So if you miss class, you have to be able to watch the video at your house on your own. Another reason is I give you homework help videos with every homework assignment. Well, homework is called homework because it's done at home, usually. And so if you're at home and you get stuck on some problems, the only way to get help is to watch the homework help video. Well, how do you do that if you don't know how to access the videos? You need to know how to access the videos. It's really, really, really important. Having given these reasons, here's the website. Write this down, alright? And that is incorrect, so I'm not sure. I thought I deleted those pages. Hold on one second. Okay, students, I'm back. I had to fix some typos there that were incorrect. Anyways, having given these reasons, here's the website. Write this down. Now, in the past, we used a website called teachem.com. Here it is. Look how nice it was, students. You'd click on Geometry Track 2. Up would pop all the videos. Well, I'm having problems with this website. I've used it for 3 years, and for some reason, it's not letting me upload the videos. Now, down here, you see old videos, but we're really going to miss this website if I'm not able, excuse me, to get the website up and running. As of now, I've not been able to. Now, I've emailed them. It's a free website. I have emailed them. I'm trying to find out what's wrong. Hopefully, we can get this thing working. But until then, we're going to have to go using YouTube for my videos for class, okay? Because sometimes some inappropriate things can pop up. But as of now, that's what we're going to have to use. So in your notes, how do you access these videos? The first thing you do is you go to youtube.com. Please write that down. Please write that down. Now, you do not have to have a YouTube account to do this. In fact, notice it says sign in right here. I made sure I was intentionally signed out of my YouTube page. Alright? So I'm signed out. You do not have to have an account. Now, if you do, and you're logged into your account, that's fine. But you do not have to have a YouTube account to do this. Just go to youtube.com. Next, you're looking for my channel. You've got to find my channel. So come over here and you see browse channels. Write that in your notes, please. The next thing you do is you look for browse channels and click on it. Now, when you click on it, some channels are going to pop up, okay, like this. Obviously, my channels are not that popular, okay, at all. So mine's not going to pop up. But right here in search channels, you can type in my channel's name. My channel's name is Joshua Earhart. Now, the reason that's my son's name is I had a YouTube account in my name that I used for teaching homeschoolers video classes, video math classes. Now, I needed another one for my other things that I do, so I used Josh's name. So the name of the channel is Joshua Earhart. So let's review again. I'm probably boring you and putting you to sleep, but you know what? I would rather do that than lose you. I hope you're writing all this down. If you're not, that is your fault. The first thing you do is you go to youtube.com. After you go there, you have to find my channel. How do you find my channel? You click on browse channels. Once you've done that, search for Joshua Earhart. So write that down. Write down the name of my channel is Joshua Earhart. Okay? Click enter. And here's some channels. Now I have no idea who Tanisha Earhart is, but I know who Josh Earhart is. So there's my channel. Now if you want to subscribe, fine. You don't have to. That's not a big deal. But you go to YouTube. You go to channels. You type in my channel, and up pops my channel. Click on Josh Earhart, and now you're finally there. So let's review again. Go to YouTube. Go to channels. Type in my channel's name, Joshua Earhart. Hit enter, and now we're here. Got it? Now, guys, I have in my account, are you ready? 1,595 videos. There is no way you want to search through 1,595 videos. Absolutely not. So I've taken my videos and I've put them in playlists. So the next thing you're going to click, write this in your notes please, is playlist. See, this is really difficult and long and drawn out, but that's because this website here is not working. If I can get this thing working, you're going to love this and I will teach you how to use it. Okay, now here we go. Go to playlists. And look what pops up. You've got a playlist for pre and pre-cal. You've got a playlist for Geometry Track 1. You've got a playlist for Geometry Track 2. Obviously, you guys are Geometry Track 2, so you click on that playlist. Now, there will usually be a bunch of videos down there. In fact, let me show you what it looks like. This playlist here, this is one from a long time ago, has 119 videos. Look at all these videos listed right here. You can scroll down, 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 down. There's a lot of videos, okay? So, as the year goes on, this Geometry Track 2 playlist will have more videos. Now, right now it has one. It's kind of funny. You see this video right here? That's the video I made last night, thinking that this website would work. So I walked you through how to use this website here. Then it didn't work, so I had to make another video. So I'm going to have to delete this video. But anyways, when you go to Geometry Track 2 playlist, you'll see the videos here. So let's review again one more time, okay? You go to YouTube. Once you go to YouTube, you got to find my channel. So go to channels. Once you go there, search for Joshua Earhart. That's the name of my channel. Once you find it, click on it. Then click on playlists. Once you click on playlists, click on Geometry Track 2, and you'll find the videos there that you need to watch. Okay? Alright, now that's how you do that. Now, here's the next question. How will you know what video to look for? Geometry Track 2. And then you put the date of whatever day it is you want to watch the video. For example, tomorrow's Thursday. I hope no one is sick tomorrow. But let's say one of you is sick tomorrow and you're at home and you realize you've got to watch your geometry videos. Well, you know what to do, right? First of all, you would go to YouTube. Next, you would go to channels. Then you would search for Joshua Earhart. Then you would click on playlists. And then you would find Geometry Track 2 and click on that. Then, what video would you look for? Well, you would look for this video. You would look for this video here. Geometry Track 2. And then August what? Well, what's Thursday's date? The 20th. So you would look for this video right here. Geometry Track 2, August 20th. Isn't that easy? And, the thing is, what that video does is it gives you the information of everything we did that day. It gives you the homework. It tells you what video you need to watch, how long the video is, etc., etc. And then you go from there and watch what you need to watch. So, Mrs. Duke, I know you're listening to the video right now. This is for you also. So tomorrow, actually, I think I'm going to email the links to you every day. But if I ever forget to do that, you just go to YouTube, channels, Joshua Earhart, and then Mrs. Duke, go to playlists, Geometry Track 2, and then whatever the date is, if it's Monday, you would type in Geometry Track 2, August 24th, that's Monday's date, and up would pop the video. Okay? So now you should know, if you're sick, you should know how to get to the website, how to get to the videos, and what video to type in. I hope you're paying attention, guys. You're responsible for all that information. Now here's a really cool feature of the class that you might not have known about. With every homework assignment, there is a homework help video. Dude, that is cool. That is helpful. Gone are the days where you come into class and ask questions on your homework. It's like taking the teacher home with you in the evenings. That's a pretty disturbing thought, but anyways, besides the point. You can get help at home with your homework help videos. Okay? So, with that in mind, you're probably saying to yourself, how can I find these homework help videos? Well, great question, and I'm glad you've asked it. Let me explain. Here's how you find the homework help videos, alright? Please write this down. Now, first of all, you already know what to do, right? You go to YouTube, then you go to channels, then you find Joshua Earhart channel, then you click on playlist, then you click on Geometry Track 2. But after you've done that, what video is the homework help video? Well, you're looking for a video that says something like this: Lesson 1.1 homework. The word homework will never change. This will change depending on what lesson we're on. And don't worry, you will always know what lesson we're on. I tell you that when I start the video, okay? So if we're on lesson 3.2, then the homework video is lesson 3.2 homework. Isn't that easy? If we're on lesson 4.2, then the homework video is going to be lesson 4.2 homework. So that's the video you would look for to help you with your homework. That's really simple, okay? Let me quickly address the top. Let me stop and say this. You should go home tonight and practice this and make sure you know how to do it. But you should now know how to get to the proper channel, the proper playlist, and then you should know what videos to watch if you're ever absent. Let me quickly address the topic of homework. I will be emailing or calling parents every single night when homework is not turned in. Every night. There was a family last year, I must have emailed them, without exaggerating, 60 to 70 times. I just kept doing it. It's not a mean thing. It's not a revengeful thing. It's not a hateful thing. It's not a, I'm going to show you. It's your parents paid money, and it's my job to communicate with them, okay? So if you miss homework and if you don't do homework and turn it in the next day, you're guaranteed an email from me to your parents. Okay? Don't skip your homework. Homework is where you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, and you get practice. Please, please do your homework. What about making up tests and quizzes? Let's talk about this. I will email make up tests and quizzes to Mrs. Duke. She will get them. And it'll be your job to go to her. And you're like, what if I forget? You won't forget. Believe me, I am very annoying when it comes to communication. Every day during the announcement video, I will tell you what we're doing that day. I will tell you what students are missing what homework, what students are missing what quizzes, what students are missing what tests, when they have to be taken by. If they're not taken, they'll be given a 0, etc., etc. You will know. But it's your job to go to Mrs. Duke and say, Mrs. Duke, I'm going to take that test 5th hour tomorrow. And then, of course, Mrs. Duke is not going to give the test to you, but she'll give it to the teacher of that 5th hour class. So the next day when you walk in there, the test or quiz will be ready for you, okay? It'll be your job to take care of that. No excuses. Be organized. Absences are something that really need to be addressed. Let me explain how I handle these in a video class. I'm very, very different than other teachers, and I'm pretty strict on this. Let's say, unfortunately, tomorrow someone's sick, okay? So they're missing on Thursday. So they're absent Thursday, they're at home, and they come in Friday, and they find out we're taking a test or a quiz. They're taking the test or quiz. It doesn't matter if they were absent Thursday. So Mrs. Duke, if a student ever says to you, I've been absent for 3 days, I don't want to take the test today, you tell them they need to take it or it's going to be a 0. Alright? Now, here's why I'm like that. You have the videos at your house to watch them. There is no need to get behind, except laziness. There is no need whatsoever. So if you're sick, out of town, taking a trip, there is no need for you to not be able to watch these videos, period. So when you come back to class, you're going to do everything we're doing. If we're taking a test, you will take it. If we're taking a quiz, you will take it. If there's homework due, you will turn it in, or I will email your parents. Now, what if something comes up to where you can't watch the video? Maybe it was a hospital situation, or unfortunately, God forbid, a death or something really serious. Email me Thursday night and say, Mr. Earhart, when I come back to class tomorrow, I will not be ready for a test or a quiz. No problem. What I'm trying to avoid, and what I'm not going to allow, is students who show up on Friday and say, oh snap, I forgot. We're having a test or a quiz, and try to finagle out of it. We're not going to do that, okay? It is your job to come into class prepared and ready, okay? So you understand that. Make sure. And like another example, let's say you were absent Thursday, Friday, Monday, and then you came back Tuesday, and you come back Tuesday, you find out we're having a test or a quiz. Well, you're going to take it, because you should have known that. You should have watched all the videos Thursday, all the videos on Friday, all the videos on Monday, and you would have known that we were having a quiz or a test on Tuesday. Okay? Plus, all of your homework from these days, all of your homework from those days are due when you come back. Alright, now, again, if a problem came up, your internet came down, house fire, car accident, some tragedy, email me before Tuesday, tell me what's going on, and I will contact Mrs. Duke and let her know. But I don't want you walking into class on Tuesday and saying, oh man, I forgot about this, and then trying to get out of it. It'll be too late, okay? I hope that makes sense. Lastly, I want to talk to you about the authority of the supervising teacher. I want to use a Dave Ramsey illustration to do that. At Berean Academy, when you're seniors, you will take the Dave Ramsey financial class. It is a great video class, great. My son is taking it, it's really good. Now, if Coach Steve Robinson is usually the one who teaches that class, and I don't know if he still does, we're going to pretend that he does. If there's a student in class talking, sleeping, throwing things, goofing off, not taking notes, not paying attention, Coach Robinson's not going to pick up his phone and call Dave Ramsey, who lives in Nashville, and tell him there's a problem in the class. And I know that Mrs. Duke knows this. I'm telling you students so that you understand that she's the one in charge, okay? It's the same minutes away. She's not going to call me, okay? I mean, I'm not there. I can't see what's going on. She is the teacher, not me. She's the one who might move you if you're talking. She might call your parents if you're misbehaving. She might give you a referral. Whatever she wants to do, she's the teacher and she will get my 100% support. Okay? All that I'm doing is providing the videos, the structure, the organization, the schedule, the tests, the quizzes. But she's the teacher in the classroom and she's in charge. Hope that makes sense. Alright, men and women, we're going to have a great year this year. I am only a phone call away or an email away. Do not hesitate to contact me. We will jump into the math tomorrow, so contain your excitement, I'm sure. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow and we'll get started with our math tomorrow.